At the far end of Chestnut Street in Oneonta's West End is an auto service and repair shop with a long history and an interesting future. At first glance, and maybe second, it seems an unlikely place for dreams, but it is. And for Linda Berger and her family, those dreams are coming true. We recently had an opportunity to stop by and take a tour of her dream's progress. Tell us, Linda, about the soda jerks.
Well, we own Action Lube. Me and my husband Butch, we've been here for about 15 years now, and we've decided to add on to Action Lube and add on a diner. So we're going to be the only repair shop in Oneonta that has a soda fountain. And we got old-fashioned soda fountain out of the 60s that we're using. We're going to be doing breakfast, lunch. My daughter Heather, she's been doing specialty cakes for a couple years now, so she's going to be doing cakes, cookies, pies, all kinds of other baked goods. We're not sure about our hours yet, but we will be doing breakfast and lunch, and then we're just going to see what happens as the summer goes on and see if we need to extend our hours from there.
So, Linda, as I was saying, this is a place where dreams are coming true. It's really been a dream of yours for a long time to have a 50s style diner, and it was the idea of watching folks, I guess, eating down the block at Dunkin' Donuts and at McDonald's or Burger King, whatever that is. They kind of sparked that for you here?
Well, no, not really.
No?
No, actually, I grew up in a diner.
Oh, okay.
It was called the West End Diner. You sit right over there across the street where the Hess Car Wash is now. It got tore down in the early 70s. My dad had a full diner menu, though. We're going to be sticking basically with simple stuff: burgers, fries, hot dogs, chili. We will do his chili, and we'll be offering salads and vegetarian type stuff. The last 15 years that we've been here, though, we've noticed that all the people seem to want to eat while they get their car fixed. So they either bring in stuff from Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's. They get dropped off,
so I'm not
go to
crazy.
lunch.
So,
No,
all right, okay.
no. So, yeah, my grandson actually said one day, "Grandma, how come there's so many McDonald's things in our garbage here, the cups and stuff?" And but we want to offer more services so that everybody can just stay here, eat, have real homemade food, nothing frozen, nothing canned. Everything will be fresh. That's the way I've always cooked, and that's the way we will continue. Not that I'm going to be the main cook, but we will be hiring on more staff to help us in the diner end of it.
Now, you're going to give us a tour in a bit of what you've built thus far and what your plans are for what you're going to be building.
Yeah.
But you have got a sensibility, clearly, for the late 50s, early 60s, and how that really is what a diner should look like.
Yes.
That it should have, it should harken back 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
Neither one of us were born back then, so we wouldn't know, but
Oh, God, no.
we've heard and read things, right, about what that would look like.
Era.
So,
yeah.
but you have a real affinity for this 1950s and early 60s vintage material, and you found a lot of wonderful things. And then some of the newer things that you've installed harken back to that, and also very automotive.
Right.
Like with a lot of chrome and so forth.
Well, we've had the jukeboxes, pinball machines. I originally had my waiting room out here for Action Lube just set up just like a 50s diner. So people would come in, they would sit at my little counter, my little spinny stools, and ask for a milkshake. Ha ha ha. So we figured, well, all along we planned on doing this. It's just a matter of timing, and I think the timing's pretty good now in this area with all the summer business we got around here, plus the colleges, plus all just the regular working people in the West End, between the NYSEG and the colleges and all the other repair facilities in the West End, car dealerships. There's a lot of working people, so that's why we're going to try to stick with the hours of breakfast and lunch just for now to cater to the working folks in Oneonta, and then we'll see how it grows from there.
Here we are behind the counter.
Yes. And the counter area is still in a work in progress. We do have the front of the counter finished. the top of it. We still have to finish off the front of the counter and the footrest. Behind the counter, we still have more to finish up. We gotta do the backsplash. We have to put in our coffee machines. Over on this side over here, we're gonna be having our milkshake makers, do banana splits. They have to put in a sink over here.
Will you be doing egg creams?
We are going to do egg creams.
God bless
And the
you.
official Brooklyn egg cream is made with You Bet chocolate syrup.
Oh,
So if anybody from Brooklyn asks me, can we do a Brooklyn egg cream? I'll say You Bet.
Oh,
And they'll know I got it.
So
Otherwise, it's not an egg cream.
This will be a
Yes.
legitimate soda fountain.
Yes, this is a legitimate soda fountain. We've got the refrigeration guys getting it all hooked up. It's almost ready to turn it on and start producing some sodas out of it.
How exciting is that?
Yes, yes. We're gonna do, we'll do fresh fruit syrup sodas, okay? We'll do milkshakes, ice cream. We're not gonna have a large variety of ice cream flavors, no 21 flavors or anything. We're gonna do vanilla, chocolate, strawberry. But if you wanna add a little cheesecake from the bakery or some caramel or some cherries or pineapple or whatever you wanna make, we can create that for you. Same thing with the coffees. We're gonna have regular decaf and tea. But if you want a mocha, latte, whatever, we'll just stick it right in there, pump a few squirts, and you're set. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Now you mentioned the bakery, and of course you're in a great position in terms of knowing that the output of the bakery is going to be,
Oh, yeah.
because your daughter, who's hiding right now,
Yes.
we'll get her on camera in a little bit, is the creator of several of the things that we're looking at on the counter here, and really a wonderful bakery.
Oh yeah, Heather's been doing specialty cakes for a couple years now under Mad Made Cakes. She caters to a lot of different allergies. We got a lot of people in the area that are gluten-free, vegan, you name it, she can cook for you. And we also have been up to the Epicurean Festival, and we'll be doing that again this year. So if you want to come out and try a few of her different flavors of cupcakes and different things. But we're gonna add to her bakery and make her do pies and cookies and muffins and cinnamon rolls.
And Heather, you're hiding over there, but come here for a minute. Let's at least get you on camera here for a second. Because one of the things that's going to happen here is that people are going to come in for the diner. Come on around here. People are going to come in for the diner. They're going to come in obviously for the cars. They're going to discover, maybe some are going to discover the diner, but of course then they're going to see that you've got all these wonderful cakes and pastries and cookies and so forth and so on. And this winds up being a place of business essentially for you too, a way for you to get connected with people who are planning weddings and planning large celebrations.
And to finally get it out of my kitchen.
Which takes us to the next piece, because I want you're putting in a pretty good sized kitchen. You've got a lot of, I mean, it's really state of the art.
Oh yeah.
Anybody cruising by would be surprised, I think, unless they stopped in and already knew. So can we go to the kitchen from
Yeah,
here?
we can go on to the kitchen and show you what we got going on in there.
Terrific.
For the kitchen, of course, we're going to be doing breakfast and lunch at a bakery. We do have room to grow even farther than this when the need comes. But for now, we're starting out with a 3-foot flat top, 4 burners, double ovens. We're going to have a deep fryer convection oven so we can do lots of pancakes and all kinds of hash browns and stuff for breakfast. And then we have been putting in the fire suppression systems, and we got a lot more work tables to go on back here. Behind me, Heather is going to have her cake decorating area. She's going to be doing all kinds of pies and cakes and cookies, and we're hoping to expand her bakery further back in the building as we go on here. But she's going to have lots of room back here to start putting out some goodies. And as soon as we get going here, we'll hopefully add on some more deep fryers and broilers and a few more things if everything goes the way we planned.
Well, I can't imagine that it won't. You've done just such a wonderful job, and it's been something that has been years in the planning. So, yeah.
Many years.
So
been the planning
you worked out all the bugs already.
Oh yeah, it's been planning for about 15. It's been actual construction for almost 3 now. Because it's a very old building, and we had to tear it down to the bare bones and put in all new electric, all new walls, all new floors. It'll be a very clean kitchen.
And this is a real family operation too. I mean, I know you guys are obviously invested in this the way you are in terms of what you do, but it seems to me I've seen other family members doing something like real work back here.
Yeah, we're a mom and pop shop. My sons work out in the garage with my husband, and they've been doing a lot of the construction in here, saving on labor from other folks. Luckily we have our compressors and our transmission jacks to lift up the hoods and everything, and they've done a lot of it themselves because they're all very handy guys.
So what did they think? What did they say? What did you guys say when Mom said, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put in a soda fountain. We're good.
It's about time.
How supportive! How cool! Nobody said what? Nobody said no.
No, of course not. My degree is culinary arts, not cars. So if you want me to help, you got to give it something else.
My degrees were culinary arts too. We just, Dad's the mechanic. That's the line we followed for the last 30-some years. We've been 15 here, but we've been doing automotive repairs for over 35 years now. And but I've always been in the food business along with the automotive stuff, so I've never been out of touch with the food end of it. And so this is just going to add on to it and give the grandsons an opportunity to grow with the business too, whether it be in the garage or in here being soda jerks. They tend to want to be soda jerks at the moment, and then when they're playing with the cars, then they want to be mechanics. So they got lots of room to grow here, and we'll be adding on more family members, plus more outside friends and family that are good at what they do, and we'll bring them on.